This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We are inspired by Ricky Martin, who has admitted that he loves feet a lot and he can think of nothing better than licking somebody else's feet for hours.
4 hours. So we're discussing when you are with someone, when you discover that they might be into something a little bit unusual. Was that too much for you, or is it now part of your permanent life?
Well, let's ask Lena. Hello.
Hi, how are you guys?
Great,
Good, Lena.
Okay,
Great.
walk us through it. What's the story?
Okay, Nat, you got a bucket because you're the queasy one. Licking eyeballs. He used to, we were just kissing and then he'd all of a sudden, go up my face.
Yeah.
And then
Lick
would
your
be in my
eyeballs.
And he would actually lick around my eyeball while it was open.
Oh!
I can't imagine that's good for your eyes.
Okay, wait there. So, you know when some people, ram their tongue in your ear, right? So
Yes.
that just sounds like it's just wetness.
And you can hear it because it's right there.
But would he just naturally slide his tongue into your eyelids, or would he open them with his hand?
Because
and then
your
just
instinct would be
give
to
it a
close
whole-
your
give it a
eyes.
whole ball
My eyes
lick.
he would want my eyes a little bit open so he could get his tongue around like the groove between the eyelid and the...
Lena, were you into it, Lena?
I was like, no, I wasn't. It only happened a couple of times and I thought it was going to pop out. It was
It
awful.
only
How
happened a couple of
uncomfortable was that,
times.
Lena?
It was really uncomfortable. And then I had, because I'm that OCD, I had to get him to do the other one too, because the other one would be standing.
I'm sorry.
That's not an OCD
I'm
thing,
sorry.
surely.
Because
he'd be out of balance.
because the left side of me was violated and the other side of me to be violated as well.
100%, Nathan, 100%.
And how long would a lick go for? Would it be like, yeah?
Well, as long as I could stand it, really. It was only, wouldn't even be 3 seconds. It was awful.
Just a
Look,
3
I'm no
second.
optometrist, but I would imagine that the potential for eye infections would be high.
That'd be huge, Nat. Yeah.
You've got all sorts of
Conjunctivitis.
bacteria in your mouth.
Yeah. Lena, that was a tough moment for you.
that was a tough moment for all of us.
We weren't expecting that, Lena. Thank you. Jess is in Belmont. Morning, Jess.
Morning.
Hi, Jess.
All right. Okay, Jess, talk us through it. What's going on?
So it's my current partner,
Yeah.
and he has an obsession with belly buttons.
Yes, right.
He just, every time we get home, we'll lay in bed, whatever, and he's in there, in my belly button with his finger.
With his finger.
Just feeling it. Just feeling
so
it.
just
a
like,
feel of your thing.
So, but,
Yeah, poking it.
is he lying there, sort of like next to you, and just sort of like lying back with his head on the pillow, just like just. I don't want to say fingering your belly button, but
That's what I think you just did.
It's quite literally fingering my belly button.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he just, but
So you have an innie
so
then.
he's not right down close on it, looking at it while he's doing it. It's just more sort of.
sometimes.
Oh,
Just
right.
to feel.
And is it just the finger, or does he like to get other
Like kiss it, for example, Nathan?
No, yeah, he'll get his tongue right in there as well.
right in there?
Yeah.
Right in
Yeah.
there. Would he
And
love?
he'll put his finger in, and then he will smell his finger after.
Jess! Okay, how do you feel about
We're still
this,
talking
Jess?
about belly buttons, right?
Jess, how do you feel about it? Are you okay with it?
Whatever floats his boat. So yeah.
Whatever
He's a
floats
good
his boat.
looking
Okay,
rooster.
Jess,
So when it first started happening, right, so it would have happened once, you would have thought, oh, this is, a
That's
bit of
kinda
fun.
cute.
And then it happened again and again and again. So then suddenly you realised it was an established thing. Did you have to discuss what was happening?
I mean, I just said, "Oh, so you're a belly button guy? That's interesting."
Yeah.
You
You
know?
say that like it's a thing.
Yeah.
That's not a thing, though, is it?
It's
What's the
fully
thing?
a thing.
So when people are out, guys are out, and someone's wearing a midriff or a small top or bikinis,
Yeah.
usually guys' eyes will go, up to the boob
their
area
boobs,
or down
yeah.
to the bum area. Do you watch him fixate on people's belly buttons?
He's probably. He's probably imagining what their belly button smells like. To be honest,
Wow. Is yours an outie or an innie?
mine's an innie.
Innie.
Yeah.
Does he
An
like
innie.
it? Does he like an outie?
I don't think he'd like an outie.
You know what? Because
no.
that
Because you can't
seems
stick your-
gay.
you can't
It
stick your
seems gay,
finger in
doesn't
it,
an
Nathan.
outie?
Wow, Jess, thank you.
Interesting.
Let's hear Mary's story.
Hi, how are you
Hey,
guys?
Mary.
Mary,
Oh, Mary.
okay, talk to us.
Okay, so I briefly dated this guy for a couple of months, when we became intimate, I realised that he had quite a large package, which was good for him.
Yeah.
However, he had this weird fetish where he felt the need to be verbally abused, being told that it was small.
Really?
Really weird, because it's like, why would you want to do that? Most guys want it to be big,
So he wanted to be shamed.
Exactly. He wanted to be shamed. And, of course, I went through I majored in drama school, so...
This is great, Mary.
I thought, here's my... Exactly, here's my opportunity. So every time that we were intimate, I'd have to put on this act and say to him how disgusting it was and
It's
how
so tiny.
small he was. And, you should be so ashamed of yourself. How could you even look at that and live with yourself? And so, anyway, I had to put this full-on drama act, which he really
got
loved.
into.
And I mean, I would try to focus on how he reacted because, of course, I'm just doing this for him. You know, and of course, pick up on my drama skills. It just got so weird because I felt so horrible to say it, even though I knew it wasn't true.
But he
Did
liked it.
Yeah.
Did you laugh at some of the things you came up with? You're like, gee, that was a good one, Mary.
Oh, no, she studied drama, Sean. It's a craft.
What's funny is, like, I mean, apart from improvising on the spot, like, you know, I found myself when I was driving to his place or, like, I knew I was going to meet up with him, I found myself, you know, practicing what I was going to say.
Because you're a professional. That's why, Mary. You're a professional.
So, Mary...
I wanted to nail it, you know.
Yeah, that's
Of
right.
course.
Okay.
In every way.
So before this happened, so he had the discussion with you beforehand. He said, this is what I would like you to do.
No,
No.
not at all. Like,
Okay.
I would never have expected it. And, of course, you know, it just kind of happened when it happened. And I was like, oh.
So he said, it sort of
What do
said
you
in the
mean?
act, he said, oh, hey, why don't you say this? And then from that point on, when you did it the first time, it was expected?
Yeah, so basically he said, like, I had to say to him, like, what do you mean? And he'd say, okay, we'll just say this or this. And I go, okay. And then
Okay.
I
Okay,
thought,
and then you really got into the
I
role.
can make that better. Yeah.
I could make that
You did
better.
a script rewrite.
Imagine it in an Elizabethan theatre.
Yeah, that's right.
Was the thing with him then he was able to then prove you wrong? Is that the whole thought process?
Well, yeah, it was, I think it was like a reverse psychology thing
Yeah.
for him because he knew it was. And it was just weird. It was just all psychology, but he really got excited over it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, well, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
You're telling him how tiny and disgusting it was.
How long did you go with him for?
I was
Couple of
only with him
months.
for about 3 months.
About 3 months.
Max. Yeah,
3
like
months
after that
max.
second month, I was like,
Yeah.
Well, you collected your Oscar and you were out of there.
She fine-tuned her
Maybe I
craft.
should have gone for feet. I don't know. It would have lasted
That's
longer.
interesting, isn't it?
Amazing. Thanks, Mary.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Oh, we are talking about vaping at the moment, but Sam's just told us a couple of stories about people doing the sneaky ones, Nath.
Oh my God! One was his friend at Frozen during the performance. The other one was at a medical centre when Sam was doing a urine test. He walked out and the chick at the medical centre was vaping.
Who's supposed to be supervising him?
That's why we do probably agree with the government that vaping might be out of control. We are talking to people about where they've seen it or where they might have done it, which is a bit naughty.
Gwen's in Joondalup. Good morning, Gwen.
Morning, how are you?
Hey,
Good,
Gwen. All right, Gwen, vaping. It seems to be all over the shop right now. What have you seen?
Oh, so my mum is nearly 8 and she had a horrible fall and completely smashed her shoulder and had to have a complete reverse shoulder reconstruction.
Oh, nasty.
God.
In hospital, she had to wait 5 days to have the surgery because she was on blood thinners.
Yeah.
Finally, she had the surgery, and after the surgery, she had a heart problem. She had to have another procedure on her heart.
Oh.
While she was waiting for that, she was in a ward that just had a curtain between another ward.
Yes.
And there was about a 90-year-old lady in bed in the ward right next to her. Her daughter, who was about 70, I reckon, immaculately dressed, beautiful nails, and I just could see through the curtain next to my mum's ward.
Yeah.
She's vaping and blowing the smoke or the fumes or whatever they are towards the window that's not open, and then with a tissue kind of fanning it, and this all this going everywhere. There's a 90-year-old lady and an 80-year-old lady lying in hospital practically on their deathbed and just having a sneaky vape at the window that's not open.
Did she say anything? Did you say anything or not?
No, I was completely horrified. I didn't say anything. I should have. In hindsight, I should have said,
Oh, but no, but
kidding me?
I think we can all agree she did have the tissue and
She
she
had the
was
tissue.
fanning it away.
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
much
she
saved the
was saying
day.
it. Exactly. Window open or not. Serious.
And she was an old duck herself having a vape. That's funny.
Gwen, that's hilarious. All right, let's go on to Steve. Hey, Steve.
Good morning, how are you?
Hey, good,
Steve,
buddy.
this rings a bell to you, Steve.
Well, I just recently came home from Adelaide. My mum actually had heart surgery in Adelaide.
Oh.
And on my way back, I was flying where there was a seat between me and another guy, and I was just having a gin, and I could smell something. I was like, what is that? And I turned to my right, and there's this guy, and he's vaping, but he was blowing. I don't know. He had like a napkin folded up into like a really tight square, and somehow I don't know how that worked, but it was like blowing it through the napkin, which was capturing all the smoke.
So he's trying to create a filter.
I'm like clutching my pearls and rolling my eyes, and he couldn't hear them. And I was like, what? And then the cabin crew walked past, and they were oblivious to it. They had no idea. And this guy did not care. He was just like, I don't care who sees. You know, he wouldn't even. He wouldn't take his eyes off it. He wouldn't even look at me. I'm like, how do you get away with that?
Well, he had the protection of the napkin, Steve. So he was never going to
the napkin.
If we all go down, he at least had his napkin.
Well, look, I mean, we can see a theme here. At Gwen, with the hospital and a sick mother, there was a tissue being woven around. This guy's breathing it into a napkin. I would have possibly tried it out, like breathing into the sick bag, Sean.
Oh, yeah, that would have worked okay. Okay, here's another thing. Would have you dobbed him in?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have dobbed him in.
No, because people punchy people on flights now.
You get punchy on
I don't want him to know which exact seat he can find me. I'm going to punch the guy at 14B. There he is. That is hilarious, Steve. Thanks. Let's finish off with Candace from Piara Waters. Hey, Candace.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Candace.
No, this vaping seems to be out of control. A bit humorous. What do you got for us?
So, my lawn mowing man.
Yeah.
I get it's outside,
Yes.
but watching this man control a 200-kilo machine with one hand while vaping with the other, I make sure I'm home every fortnight.
Just to watch it.
To watch. And then he gets the whippersnipper, one-handed, perfect lines, got the edger, and I'm thinking, surely your life would be easy with two hands, but no, one-handed, like he's perfected it, like a mum with a pram.
Oh,
That's
that
amazing.
is
I want to see it myself,
funny.
Candace.
I do love
Every
it when...
fortnight.
I do love it. Well, okay, let's book some seats, Sean. I want to see the amazing one-armed lawnmower man.
Because those big lawnmowers that you're talking about, because, you know, they've got the rolly things on them.
Yeah.
We're seeing them. They've got a brake on them, so you really need to control them with two hands.
With one hand, he moves it, and I'm thinking surely he's going to stuff up that line, you know. He's got lines in the grass. Not those lines are perfection. There's not even a kink in them.
I have to say, Candace, is he a big burly bloke, is he? Like a real blokey bloke?
No, not overly.
Yeah, right. I love seeing big...
And that's what's interesting.
I love seeing big blokey, burly blokes walking around with vapes at the moment because, you know, it's like low bikey and you can smell bubblegum twist. Or apricot surprise.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Yes, it's Perth's own Nathan, Nat and Sean with Perth's own Kate Walsh.
Yeah, we're claimed it, mate.
Perth's.
You're out now. You're out.
If you ever move to another town in Australia,
Furious.
Betrayal.
Yeah.
It would be
it
betrayal.
really would
You
be
wouldn't
because
do
we
it to
don't
us,
we
would
don't
you?
get much. And getting you was a real coup.
Listen, you got construction, you got extreme heat, and me.
And Kate Walsh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the other
Quackers,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And quackers.
But we rarely have something, a feather in our cap that we can say to other people, you don't have that. And like, sure, we get the Nicolas Cages swan on
Yes.
through.
They come through.
We get the Matchbox 20s come on through.
They come through.
But never one that puts
Foo
down
Fighters.
roots.
On that, have you worked with Nicholas before?
No.
You've done a lot of
haven't.
stuff.
I've
No?
done, actually, I did. I forgot. No, because I had a small part. Jeremy Piven and I,
Yes.
who from Entourage fame,
Yes.
Yep.
he and I played husband and wife. He played Nicolas Cage's best friend in Family Man, which is actually a great movie. It's like it was from the 90s,
Yeah.
90s, and it was him and Taya Leone, and it is like a whole thing where he's working too hard and misses out on his whole life,
Yeah.
and then he gets hit on the head or something.
And so-
but I played a small role. I had jet black hair. It was like shoe polish.
Oh my God, I can't
Look
wait.
it
Let's
up.
pull
We
that
need to
up.
find
Oh
that.
my
Let's
God,
pull
it's
that
so
up.
ridiculous.
I
Like
love
if you
it.
blink, you'd miss me. You could try. I don't even know if the internet may have even forgotten about it. They'd be like, oh,
The internet reminded me the other day that you were in Under the Tuscan Sun.
That's true.
Yes.
So you played
Yeah.
Sandra Oh's girlfriend in that.
That's true. The woman who cast me in that, Linda Lowy, also cast Grey's Anatomy and Friday Night
Yeah,
Lights.
right.
And so this is like back of the, like casting directors are sort of the people that give you your break.
Yeah.
Really. They're
Yeah,
the ones
yeah,
who are
yeah.
like, you're not ready yet, but we're going to keep bringing you back in. Yeah.
Amazing.
She was
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah, it was like a free holiday. They're like, it's 2 days shooting in Rome
Italy.
for San Francisco interior. Yeah, look at that.
Look at
Oh, look at your
Look at
hair.
that.
Wow.
Unrecognizable.
I look like a Nat Funicello, which you
You
probably
actually
wouldn't
look
know.
really good there.
Do you think so?
No, I do, because it looks like
Look,
that.
I'm bitter party. What? It looks like someone melted my face
It
with a
doesn't-
blowtorch.
Oh, it does look like you're having a stroke.
It does. I look like I'm stroked out. Oh
It's
my
not really
God.
bad. There's not any bad photos. When
There
I'm putting
are.
Kate
They
Walsh.
just got us
There's
at Melbourne
not.
when we went to watch the
You went to the
tennis.
tennis.
Yes,
oh my
I saw
gosh,
that, yeah.
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
geez.
was incredible.
Hey.
On the way in the airport, Andrew's like, there's a photographer. We were like, I think it's they get you. You're like, I know.
Oh,
hi.
that's amazing.
Yeah, they
You
take
look
a bunch
amazing
of
there.
great photos
thank
and only,
you. Hair and makeup.
only print the horrible photo.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what
like,
I mean?
why do
Yeah.
I look like I'm
Yeah.
stroking out now?
Yeah.
Yes, and Andrew looks like there's something happened to him. We were just like, what happened to them?
You've done so many photo shoots, right? So when you get on this one here is a great one. Oh, even this one here. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. Do you get a copy? Do you ask them for a copy of the good ones, or it's just like no?
To put on your bedroom wall?
No, I don't have. I don't have a copy of it. Well,
If I
they'll
had a
usually
copy,
send you
if I had a good
magazine,
photo
but-
of me, I'd ask for all of
I
it.
have a giant. Yeah, I have that one over a fireplace, over the mantelpiece, with candles,
Maybe
candles,
Andy
an
can have
altar.
It, Andy can have it up at the farm so that when you're not there, you can
There's
look
a
at
picture
your
in every room and a mirror right
Why
next to it,
wouldn't
so I
you?
can be like,
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Not much Photoshop in that picture. Because I'm looking at me unfiltered right now. And,
You're off to New York to be in a play that's
Yeah.
a world premiere. Tell us about that.
It's a new play. It's at the Public Theater, and it's called The Jordans, and it's going to be very intense.
And
I'd
you
say.
play.
I play sort of an evil boss lady.
Oh.
I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So like your role in
Horrible bosses.
Emily in Paris.
Yeah, a little bit, little typecat. But I'm getting it's. But no, it should be. I'm very excited. I'm
Please,
excited to go
that
to
would
work.
scare me.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
Well,
my
I
God.
saw the play that you did here in Fremantle.
Oh, yeah,
Where
yeah.
you pretty much carried that whole thing. You're on stage the whole time. That was a huge role.
That was that was great. I
and
had
you
a good
nailed it.
time.
You were very
Thank
you were very good.
Thank you
I was
very
very
much.
proud.
Do you
Thank you.
run? Do you run lines with Andrew?
Sometimes, but usually I get somebody from the theater to just go over lines with me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I spare him that torture. Yeah.
I think it's so
bring your
cute,
work
you
up.
two like running lines together.
Yeah, but he is good. It is funny when you ask him. He's like, "Oh, hold on, then let me put my acting hat on a bit. Let me commit." Yeah, it's pretty good.
And so
Pretty
you're
good.
doing the play. How long's the run in New York?
We'll go. Let's see. I'll start rehearsals as soon as like March 6th, and then it would go until like sort of the end of May.
Yeah,
May-
right.
Yeah.
That's
we would
ages.
start. Well, we would open in April.
Yeah.
middle April. So it'll go for
So about a month,
4-week
yeah.
run, and then with a possible extension. But we'll see.
Hey, Kate, with living over here, do you ever think, am I close enough to being in the work all the time as much as I
that you're
want it
missing
to be?
out on stuff because you're out of the loop.
Or it's no problem.
I mean, it's now even pre-COVID, but definitely post-COVID. People are sort of all over. Everyone left, and nothing really shoots in LA anymore. So it's not like you have to be
Yeah.
there, so long as you're willing to get on a plane and But I didn't, and for the longest time, I really didn't want to because I didn't want to stay at a hotel
Yeah.
room
Yeah.
quarantining,
Yeah.
having a tray pushed under my door like
Yeah.
jail, and then go to work on a set where you're tested constantly with masks. So I was happy to not,
Yeah.
take a little time off. But no, I feel like, it's all.
I've got a question I haven't asked you at all. Have Australia,
good.
Please ask.
Have Australian shows been wanting to get you as a guest star? Like I'm talking about The Neighbours, The Home and Aways, or all of the Australian productions. Because why wouldn't you? Have they?
Yeah, I haven't. No, I haven't been approached by them. But
What idiots?
But some other stuff has come through here.
Yeah.
But I just haven't. Yeah, it hasn't sort of been the right time. So yeah, I'm excited about developing something here, though. That's
that'd
the
be
big
great.
thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Cannot wait.
Yeah, awesome.
yeah.
All right.
And
well,
so you're about to head off. When will you be back? When will we see you again?
May.
I feel like
think
we're
late
breaking up
May.
for a little while.
We are breaking up.
We're
for
taking
little
a
while.
break.
Just a break for a season. Just
Okay.
a season.
that's fine.
Does your character make a appearance in Emily in Paris season 4?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought
very
maybe you
sad
might
about
pop
that.
back, but no.
Very sad. But you know
Okay.
what? It's all right. It's gonna be extraordinary.
Yeah.
They're shooting it now. It got
Yeah.
delayed because of the strike, but
Yeah.
yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be a different season for
Yeah.
clothing people.
Yes.
Fashion.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, for
really.
doing the math and working out how she can afford that
Yes.
apartment and all those clothes and what she's making.
Don't do the math. It
we
doesn't
don't.
make any
No,
sense.
it's because she shares a bed with her
It
best
is.
mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who's dressed to the nines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, always.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe don't spend as much on shoes and spend more on rent, girls.
All right, well, have an amazing time while you're away.
Thank
Hurry
you.
back
Don't forget
home,
us.
and when you're home,
Yes.
we will be eating a 6-year-old sausage roll.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
That is the
Fantastic.
lure to get you back.
And
Yeah.
then after that, Perth will be really proud allowed to host Kate Walsh's funeral.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be Nixon. You're gonna have to have him do it. He's like, nah, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
He'll
just
be
watch
fine.
it.
You
Just
just
be
watch.
like-
You just watch me and your husband.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded interesting.
They're not married yet, Nathan.
He's a good-looking
I know,
rooster.
yeah.
Fiancé.
No.
Is there wedding plans? Like, are you...
We're just perpetually engaged.
Yeah, okay, I like it. Oh, okay, though, that's great. Nothing like a long engagement. Thank you, Walshy. It's
Thanks,
always a
Walshy.
pleasure.
Love
Thanks for
you.
coming in.
Thank you.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.